The Israeli government wants to act like they're not at fault, even though they admit that it was the IDF that killed these people. They want to shake it off and claim it was a mistake, it's war, it's combat, blah, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter is, the IDF knew the location of this convoy, and they still decided to kill them because the Israeli government doesn't care who you are. They're going to murder you if they don't like what you're doing.
Tonight, the bodies of the foreign aid workers carried out of Gaza after those Israeli airstrikes on vehicles marked with large World Central Kitchen logos.
Some of the people that died were my friends, and I served with them.
The founder of the aid group, Chef Jose Andres, appearing on Israeli.
Imagine going to a group and helping them after a tragedy, only for that group to murder your friend. That would. The Israeli government here is definitely not the good guys. 200 aid workers have been killed. The good guys don't kill aid workers.
Israeli television and demanding answers.
They were targeted systematically, car by car. So this was not just a bad luck situation where, oops, we dropped the bomb in the wrong place, or no. This was over 1.5, 1.8 kilometers with a very defined humanitarian convoy.
Overnight is.
Yeah, if the IDF cannot identify an aid convoy with obvious symbols of the group on their vehicles, how can they claim to be able to identify who is Hamas and who isn't? Like, what's going on here? They want to pretend like they have like up-to-date information while at the same time constantly claiming they're making mistakes.
Israel's top general announcing the findings of its preliminary investigation, calling the strikes a grave mistake.
It was a mistake that followed a misidentification at night during a war in a very complex conditions.
Yeah, that's just an excuse to try to make it seem like, oh, this is war. Somebody just made a mistake. We're not at fault here. We didn't murder people. But yeah, the Israeli government murdered these people who just go out and help those in need, no matter who it is, Israeli, Palestinian. Uh, they go around the world and help people, Afghanistan, Iraq, places in Africa, places in the United States, all over the world.
It shouldn't have happened.
All 7 World Central Kitchen staff who were killed have been identified. Among them, 33-year-old Jacob Flickinger, a dual American-Canadian citizen. His family sharing these photos of him with his partner and young sons. President Biden saying he's outraged and heartbroken by the deaths and that Israel has not done enough to protect aid workers. But the White
Biden claims outrage, yet he's giving the Israeli government 2,000-pound bombs and fighter jets and money. Where is the outrage here, actually? You cannot claim outrage about somebody murdering someone and then give that person money and guns.
White House also saying it won't stop supplying arms to Israel, which it says faces a genocidal threat from Hamas. Just last week, the Biden...
Right, the government that is actually actively committing a genocide, killing UN workers, killing staffers, killing diplomats, killing innocent civilians, is claiming they're facing a genocide. The Israeli government has nuclear weapons.
Administration signing off on sending Israel more than 1,800 bombs and is pressing Congress to approve a plan to sell Israel more F-15 fighter jets in the future. Meanwhile, World Central...
Wow. So Biden pretends that he's upset that the Israeli government is killing innocent people, and then he just gives them more weapons to kill innocent people. That's not outrage. That's defending a murderer. It would be like if you found out one of your friends committed murder, and then what you did was just give them more money, more weapons, and said that their murders were just mistakes.
Kitchen has paused its aid operations in Gaza. 3 of its ships returning to port today with vital food undelivered. Another blow.
And this is the reason why the Israeli government kills so many aid workers. They want to send a message to all aid organizations saying that if you come to Gaza to help Palestinians, we will murder you, because the Israeli government doesn't care about international laws. That's why they are open about stealing land in the West Bank, which is against international law.
To the humanitarian effort just when it's needed most.
And Raf, we've learned President Biden is expected to talk to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu tomorrow.
That's right, Lester. It'll be their first call in nearly 3 weeks and comes amid a series of very public disagreements between the U.S. and Israel, not just over the killing of those aid workers, but also over Israel's plan to push ahead with an attack on Rafah.
Yeah, and they're going to use those 2,000-pound bomb and the 1,800 bombs that they got on the fighter jets that they're going to get to mass murder everybody in Rafah, and with nowhere to go, is going to be the death toll is going to be in